Hello and welcome boys and girls, this is Narrated 777. Today back with another Narrated FPV Flight video, and that is part number 5. And today we have a very special video for you, because first of all I have here my friend Luigi, and then I'm connected via live stream to Wayne from Great Britain. Hello.
Hello.
So, yeah, today we have something very special. I brought the whole living room with me. And we have a lot of background noise because I'm at the airfield. And I will not go on to talk so much because you can't hear me anyway, but I just take the video goggles on and I give the word to Wayne, who will explain you what we do today.
Well, okay, so today we're doing a narrated flight, but the exciting big difference here is Atarex is streaming his live out camera, and we're up and off now via his PC, which is connected to his mobile phone over 3G, and so he's streaming his live out through Skype, so I can come passenger and just talk about it with him. And I'm so excited just by the tech we've got going here. This was just really, we were just testing this out. I was just about to go out and he's like, I just want to test this, and I'm like, well, this is so exciting, let's try flight. As you can,
yeah, you know,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I want to say, you know how it is, it's kind of nerdy, you know, to bring all that stuff with you. Today we are even not alone at the flying field. We have 25 degrees in the shadow. That means in the sun, where I sit right now, it's over 30 degrees. It went up, went very warm again. So everybody's there. On the left side you see all the pilots with their airplanes and helicopters and all that, and I have to say they're very nice. You know, they were all standing behind the computer to see what we do here. Then I have Luigi, who is actually protecting the antenna. We have again the guys here working on the RC field today, and we have also the motocross people. And yeah, today we wanted to talk about the transmission power that we have, because you know, on my channel there were some people that told you know, 25 milliwatts is very less. I agree on that. So what are the laws in Great Britain actually?
Well, pretty much the same as Italy, with a couple of slight changes. So if you use 2.4 gigahertz video, you have 10 milliwatts of output, and if you use 5.8, it's 25 milliwatts output. There is a slight difference. If you have a ham license, that's an amateur radio license, and you're on the ground, so ground-based FPV, you can actually transmit 5.8 at 500 milliwatts. But there's been a distinction made between the ground and the air. So we are as restricted as you. I guess one of the things that not many people do, as you know, is actually stick to that legal limit. You're one of the few people that have decided to make it your challenge to see what you can do with it, and you're doing great. I mean, we can see we're several hundred meters out now, some good height, and we're getting a great signal. There's no breakup on mine at all.
Yeah, that's one part. You know, I personally took it somehow as a challenge to do that. But to be honest, you know, I hate this strong limitation. I mean, you see, we can do a lot with the right antennas. I'm now up about 100 meters and away 400 meters, and that without a directional antenna, just a normal one. And you see there are no breakups or something. The point is, I don't get why we have so much limitations. I mean, we are here, you see that, on a mountain. Nobody's here, just pilots and people that use the techniques. And you know, something like 500 milliwatts for the normal people would be perfect, but the law is a little bit extreme in that case. On the other side, you know, with it's more a challenge when you say, okay, we have, if you want to stay legal and you want to try to do it in that way, it's a challenge, you know, to get the antennas and all that working out. And yeah, on the other side, it's even very interesting, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it means you have to be much more considered about what you do. For example, I know you've got your antenna raised up on that table to get some height there, to try and not have any breaks between your quad and your antenna. Whereas I might, I'm not saying I do, use a slightly stronger transmitter, which I can just happily wear the receiver on my Fat Sharks just poking up and not have to worry about it being able to travel through my head just slightly to get the same sort of range. So rather than thinking, oh, I need a really high power transmitter because I want to go far, I tend to think, well, the one useful thing about it is you can be much more casual about how you fly. You can stay in the same area, but you can be ready. You can just set up and put your goggles on and go. You don't have to think, oh, I must raise my antenna up. I must make sure there's nothing metallic around me and this sort of thing. So it would be nice if they had that limit raised, because it's a really unused band as far as I'm aware. Nothing much else uses 5.8.
As I know, we have the possibility in Italy to use 1.3 gigahertz when we do a license for radio amateurs. But you saw that, for example, I was flying now around the field and there's a phone. And so...
Call you back. Okay, that vocal's done.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's live video, you know.
Yeah.
You see that while I fly around,
yeah,
that's all perfect. The only problem when we have directional antennas and cloverleaf, I cannot fly over my own position. Yeah. That could.
Yep, the hole in the donut is
more a challenge.
And I see there's another one of those nitro helis just there in the distance, that white one.
Exactly. I just try to go a little bit more near to it, but I don't want to annoy them. You know, they are on this part of the field. They are doing training today.
Ah, keep your distance then. One thing I don't want to get close is next to one of those heli blades if it goes down.
I know that you need a spotter in Great Britain, right?
That's right. Although there's been quite a lot of good work done to try and make FPV legal, it still has several requirements that not everybody can meet. The major one being the spotter. You must always have a spotter, and he must be stood directly next to you. And you must never leave line of sight. So the spotter must always be able to maintain visual contact with your aircraft no matter where you go. There's a couple of these things which are kind of hard. That means you're restricted to not doing any long range stuff. Doesn't really apply to us because we're flying quads, but the guys with planes that might want to go further have a real good legal restriction there. As well as even going behind some trees or something, which would technically be breaking the law because you wouldn't be able to maintain that visual contact all the time. There you are. Hello.
Yeah, there I am. Woo. Yeah, so far we don't need a spotter in Italy. But anyway, I have to prove on video that I have about 35 of them, so that's not a big problem.
You've got plenty to do.
But I know, yeah, they want to do something like a special license for FPV pilots. I was reading about it yesterday. I was a little bit shocked.
And this is just for flying recreationally. This isn't, for doing commercial stuff. They want to basically license recreational RC flyers.
Yeah, that's a bit exaggerated in my eyes. At the end it's just a toy, and when you know what to do and when you are with people here that know how to handle that stuff, I mean they all know how to react when something is falling down.
Yeah, go like this.
Then, yeah. But well, we will see what the future will bring. So that was our first live stream narrated FPV video, something very special, and yeah, totally amazing. I want to thank you that you had the time to join in, and I hope that YouTubers had a bit of fun to listen to us and leave us a nice comment and come back soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.